Hey guys, Rolando Rodriguez here with xgains.com. We got workouts that work, eats to satisfy, and everything else you need to reach your lifestyle goals. So I thought I'd make a quick little video concerning something I came across the other day, and it sort of makes sense. It is something that sort of helps sets cravings. Not the only thing, but one of the things. We'll talk about cravings in terms of how they're created later on, but for this video, I want to talk about the stress hormone known as cortisol. Cortisol is the hormone that is released when we're in a stressful situation. It's also released first thing in the morning when we wake up. It's what gets us going. It's what gets us on a flight or fight mode in terms of survival. And when we're chronically stressed, we'll have high levels of cortisol. There's something I came across the other day that is pretty interesting, and that is if you have high levels of cortisol and you eat something, your body is going to sort of crave whatever it ate when your cortisol levels were high. But here's the kicker. If you're a stress eater, which I'm not, but a lot of people are, I don't understand how people can eat when they're stressed. I physically feel a bit ill when I'm super stressed, and instead of going to comfort food, I have a really hard time eating while I'm stressed. But there's a ton of people out there that eat when they're stressed. They're stress eaters. The thing is, most of the time, people go to quote-unquote junk food. Remember, my take on junk food is a little bit different than other people. But junk food in terms of what we're talking about now, what people turn to when they stress eat, is junk food as our culture knows it in America. Sweets, chocolates, donuts, might be a greasy burger with a bun. The thing is, we turn to those items that we love when we're stressed because it's a comfort food. It makes us feel a little bit less stress. It takes the edge off. So right there, your brain's already saying, wait a minute, I know that when I'm stressed, this food makes me feel a little bit less stressed. Your cortisol level's up. And there's a direct link between what you eat when your cortisol levels are high and the cravings you have later on. It helps create cravings. So yet another reason why we want to try to maintain our stress levels on par, and more importantly, if you're a breakfast eater, another reason why breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So if your cortisol levels are ramping up in the morning and you turn to pancakes, waffles, donuts, that's what you might want to have later on because you're craving it, because it's what got you going in the morning. Not to mention the insulin level is going to spike and then come down, and our brain's already going to be wanting more food anyways, and it's already pre-programmed to eat a bunch of sweets because it knows that carbs back in the day were hard to come by. But now when we have them galore, we need to watch what we're eating. So for breakfast, if you're a breakfast eater, focus on the proteins and the fats. Try to keep the carbs to a minimum, especially if that's what we're going to end up wanting to crave anyway. So if we're trying to kick the cravings to the curb, monitor your stress, switch what you're eating when you're stressed out, and start to eat a little bit cleaner, healthier foods in the morning. I heard this thing from Tony Horton. He was at a conference once giving a speech, and he says, how many people had pancakes or waffles for breakfast? And everybody raised their hand, or 90% of the people, and he said, congratulations, you had cake for breakfast. Practically the same thing. It's okay to have cake for breakfast every once in a while, but let's not do it every single day, especially now knowing breakfast can set the tempo for the rest of the day in terms of our craving, not to mention the whole day anyways, as breakfast typically does. That's it for now. This is Rolando Rodriguez with xgains.com. Please let me know if you got any questions or comments down below. Please like, subscribe, and share this channel if you haven't done so already. Greatly appreciate it. The website again is that's the symbol, not the word, gains.com. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Peace.